hello, 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 hello. Hi everyone, Maria Abanga here. Please, this pimple is distracting me. Okay, well, this is Saturday, general inspiration, motivation, and encouragement with Mag. And yeah, Mag is magnetic, Mag is marvelous. And I want to start with a song while other people join. It's going to be interesting today. And if you have any questions, you can ask. If you want to join, and if it's possible for me to add you. February is coming to an end. February, which has been commercialized as the month of love, and yeah, I believe in love, so of course I had a lovely February. I have a kind of new old love in my life too, and I'm feeling lovely, right? I'm actually still wearing my Valentine's Day dress. Okay, let's go, right? The song is by my my body, my son, the host of Step Out show on Facebook, TV, and wherever. And his name is Hansel Nguh. I think on Facebook, Ibrahim, I don't know, and on YouTube, Gifted. So the title of the song is Love is a Good Thing. Let's enjoy. It's 3 minutes 26 seconds, and then we'll move from there, right? It's going to be a 1 hour show because I think there's a lot I want to share with us, and I think that some of us, I'm a psychotherapist, so people reach out to me and stuff, and I'm like, hey, what's going on, right? Do you know the thin line between love and control? Okay, so you can also share, right? Anything you want to share. I have 2 lollipops here and fan pop. I hope the volume of this. Okay. The kind of song you play to your girl in Banso. Why I don't find palava for Banso girls? I mean, like, even Bangwa girls. Love is a good thing now. We can't do without love, and I don't think we want to do without love. We just don't want the kind of love that brings drama. I'll put the link to his song later. Sorry, I forgot to. Forgive me, my son. Love is a good thing, in short. Everyone should forget past hurts and give themselves a chance to experience it. That is true. That is true, my girl. Oh, Nana, that is true. Okay, well, so that's what Hansel is saying in that song. Love is a good thing if you feel it, right? And somebody made a comment there that we should forget about past hurts and give ourselves a chance to feel it again and live it. And I agree with her, and that has been my life, and that has enabled me to keep meeting love out there, keep giving love, and now being able to receive the kind of love I receive. But there's one thing I know: I don't want control. I don't want control because I'm freedom and love, and because I want to be free. We have been created free, and we should be able to live freely. What are we doing with control? Why? We are human beings. We are not domestic animals. We are not, I don't know, like, even if you give birth to a child, you don't have to control that child. You have to direct the child. You have to nurture the child. You have to raise the child. But it's not like you control to the point where the child cannot even breathe freely in your presence. The child is damn scared of you. Okay, now I'm going to zoom into relationships, couples, romantic relationships. That's even worse. This is a relationship where two people, like these two lollipops, the same size, the same red blood flowing in them, they come together to have a relationship, to work together, to relate, to even kiss, to mate, to do all of those things together. And then one person wants to be here while the other person is down here. Why? And then sometimes they will make you feel like it's love. And yeah, sometimes we feel like it's more of men who want to control women. But there are also relationships where women want to control and they try. And I have been on both ends, right? So this is why this particular time I didn't want that. I wanted to make sure from the very beginning we are like this and we are going like this. There's nothing like, it could be that, but I don't want to feel like anybody has a rope over my neck. I don't even want to do that to anybody, so nobody should try to do that to me. So, well, do you know the thin line between love and control in a romantic relationship? Now, my definition is there anyway. Esther Perel, a renowned psychotherapist, said couples fight over power and control, closeness and care, respect and recognition. I've done some other live videos where I look at them. I look at power and control. I look at closeness and care. I look at respect and recognition. Today, I want to zoom in on the first one. Power and control. Could this be love? What is the thin line between love and such display of power through control? Anybody who is controlling is exerting power over the other. And people control for all kinds of reasons, especially out of ego. They get gratified that they can control you. They get you to submit and do whatever they want you to do. They can brag about you, If I call her now, she will show up. If I text him now, he will send the money. People want to be able to do that. And yes, people want you to be at their beck and call. And please, before you touch that money, just go and give this account there. They should wire that money into this account. And you are like, yes, sir, or yes, ma, or whatever. And you think that's so much love. And then, no, because I want them to manage it well. And they know it best and stuff like that. There is a thin line between love and control. I'm reading from thoughtslifeandlove.com. I'm going to put those links there later on. We all want to be loved, and sometimes love is actually control disguised as love. Have you ever been in a relationship where your partner lets you know that they know what's best for you? These over-sabi partners, you know, they know what's best for you. There was a time when I used to share some updates with my partner, and I would just share for sharing, but no, they have to dissect it. They have to tell me how I should go about it. They have to criticize how I went about it. They have to so I stopped. What's up? The sky or the moon or the stars? How fine? How far? As far as Douala. You know, keep it short and simple to the point where they realize, hey, something was on. So what's going on? Well, when I share my updates with you, you feel like you just have to fix something. You have to criticize. You have to do all of those things. And I don't like the feeling I get when that happens. And so I decided to do what I could do. Stop sharing. I don't need you to approve, validate my choices. I'm too big for that. So no, I was not sharing them with you for all this critique, dissecting, especially without even first of all saying well done. Come on. So we got to an agreement, and we now know how to respect. I don't even do that for their thing. So recently when they shared something with me, I was just so proud. I was just encouraging. Whatever the pace they are taking, whatever they're doing, that they are not a child. They should know best. If they don't tell me, so what do you think about this? How should I go about this? I have no business poking my nose there. Not because they're my partner that I want to control their life, their choices, their direction, their options, their this, their that, nada. So yes, this is true. And sometimes when you give your partner this, I don't know if I'm going to call it power or this leeway from the beginning of the relationship, they continue. And then after you start to feel bad and you start to complain, you start to wrinkle, you start to, but it's too late. Or the way you're bringing it up now, it's another fight altogether, and then we get round back again into that circle. So it's very important from the beginning to know what you can take, what you cannot take. What is love, what is not love for you. Not another person to define it for you. Even they, your partner, their own idea might be very different from your own idea. So think about it very well. So, do they really listen to what you want? Or is there a constant yet often subtle pressure to do what they want you to do? No, do it this way. No, call that way. I'm telling you, I'm a doctor. I know. Okay, well, so the author is saying that she had once experienced this kind of control in love. You know, sometimes some people is so bad, you know, they have this narcissistic personality. And so this grandiose ego of themselves, maybe, I don't know, people say that the former president of the US had this, I never diagnosed him, so I don't know, but, you know, people, all is about them, so they are the man, a man is supposed to be this way, you know, this typical African man thing, I'm the man, I take the decision, my final say, Love doesn't manipulate. If you're in a relationship and you feel like you are being manipulated, there is no honesty, integrity, sincerity. There is no, you know, I don't know what. Yeah, there's no authenticity. There is no shared vulnerability. It's like you're the only person always telling them about your problems, your complaints, and all they do is just shame it to you and tell you how you are a weakling, you are this, you are always getting in trouble, or you are always misbehaving. Look at the way you carry yourself on social media. What kind of things are you writing like that? What kind of people are you hanging around with them like that? You don't know nothing about them, or you don't even want to step there. You know, that is passive aggressive behavior. That is manipulation. That is not love. Don't think that because somebody is all over you, they love you. What does it mean by being all over me? That you are there instead of doing your own work. You are 24/7. You are monitoring me on Facebook. You are screenshotting what I'm doing on Facebook. You are seeing all my live videos. Not to tell me that you are doing this, but to come and tell me, hey, what were you talking like that? Who was that? Who are those people who were viewing? Who is this person? Why are you writing like that? Why are you calling this person hon, darling, boo, blah, blah, blah? Why are you dancing like that? Who are you dancing with? So that I feel what? I leave Facebook for you? No. Sorry. You don't want to see those things. You don't want to see the way I live my life out there. Get out. Okay, well, so when somebody is manipulating you, it is because they're trying to get their way indirectly. They're trying to get a subordinate. They're trying to get a... I'll be very honest. Somebody once told me when I asked them, why are you getting married again? And they were like, for how long will I be paying house help? So they were getting married to another house help or to a house help. And the poor woman did not know she was coming there as a house help. And of course, when you come and you are working, stop working. My wife cannot be a hairdresser. My wife cannot be a this. My wife cannot be a that, a home me. No, my wife should stay at home. My wife, my girlfriend, my this, my that. And then you think it's love. No, I can pay you your salary. What are you earning? 75,000. I'll give you 75,000. Stay at home. Don't want my family to come and see my wife. You know. So you stay at home. You are not doing nothing. You're just waiting for them. That is how it starts. They have disempowered you. Because even without your 75,000, you were living your life before they came, which means that you continue earning your 75,000 and maybe even saving it, and then continue developing yourself intellectually. If anything happens, you can continue. But no, because you have given up that source of 75,000 for them, okay, good. They can do anything with you now. They can tell you whatever, anyhow. You just sit there and you take it. You call that love. When I say Mama Sova love me, which love? Love doesn't punish. This is another thing. You know, some people in a relationship will be punishing, giving silent treatment, blocking, and doing what? What are some of those things that partners do to punish each other? Refusing sex and refusing money. You know, the worst one for me is that silent treatment thing. Nowadays, look, you give me silent treatment, I give you double. Like when you even want to talk, I'm not more ready to talk. Because I don't see why adults in a relationship should give silent treatment for even more than 3 days. For me, 3 is a maximum. Like say, at least even say you are angry, put the thing down there and then let's, tiptoe and gradually get to talk about it. Don't tell me that you don't know how to talk. I have taught my friend how to talk. That nonsense of, I'm a man of few words, for where? You will learn how to use those words today because you use them. So don't tell me that you're a man of few words. Say something. If you cannot say something, write it down. Just do anything. But don't tell me that I'm a man of few words and then soon few words become 0 words. No, that's punishment. I don't deserve that. I'm not your child. I'm a partner. We are equal in this relationship. That time of the Bible says, I'm not in that time, you. Love has empathy. And this one, my sisters, let us please think about it. Even brothers, empathy means you can put yourself in the other person's shoes. And honestly, I have learned. And when I'm sharing, little vlogs about my relationship with Roy, I'm trying to share from the point of view of my lessons. One of the things I learned, and I shared it yesterday, was that sometimes they truly don't know what they want. So when you ask, what do you want? And they say, anything. No point getting angry and say, what does anything mean? Big man like you, at what age can you be saying anything? Maybe they really don't know. That's why they're saying anything. Use your discretion and think about something that can be nice, or start to make suggestions and say, okay, do you want, what about lollipop? What about yogurt? What about fufu and arrow? What about anything? Something, but say something. But don't put it to them like that. And of course, men too shouldn't do that. And sometimes when somebody says that they want to give you the opportunity to maybe surprise them, maybe come up with something, maybe you come up with better things. But it's not like it should be a fight, it should be a problem. You empathize. You don't know the way some people grew up. Maybe that partner grew up in a house where you shut the hell up. You have nothing to say. Everything is put there like that. So you grow up not opening your mouth, and then you find it difficult to just start opening your mouth as an adult. And then the worst is if you even try to open your mouth and you were in a relationship where before you say one, they have said 100, then you just shut you up again. So it's something that if somebody honestly tells you that, maybe you think about it 1, 2, 3 times, and then you say, hey, wait a minute, maybe they really don't know. Let me look at it this way. And for you too, you can also share your own vulnerabilities, and the other person should be able to empathize. That is love. Love looks beyond itself. Of course, now when you love the other person, you will want to kind of like relate with what they are saying. You will want to look out for their best interests. Somebody who wants to control doesn't look at your interests. What's your interest? It's all about me, 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 me. As much as I love me, as much as I think of Roy too. I'll be calling his name because I want to talk about, this is how I am, right? I use my personal experiences and I talk about things like that. But that is it, right? So I know that as much as I love Mark and I love doing my things and stuff, there are times when I compromise to show up for Roy or to do what he wants or needs at that time. We have to really understand love is not selfish. Love is faithful and loyal. Somebody who wants to control you, their phone will sleep in the car, under the car seat, or in the room. It's turned upside down, it's off, it's that way. But they want to be on your phone, checking your WhatsApp, checking your Facebook. They want to have your password, but you don't have any right to their own password. All of these things people should agree, right? I don't even have me password. I don't have time for that thing. But I mean, if you have your own, I don't have no problem. Do your thing. I don't even go check any phone. But the day that a call comes in and, for example, I pick the phone, or the day that something happens and I have to get into that phone or whatever and stuff, I should be able to do that. Let's trust each other. If we don't, okay, fine. Let it be an agreement, mutual respect, stuff like that. And if we are going to agree on faithfulness, let's agree on faithfulness. If we are going to be loyal to each other, let's agree. It's very important to have all of these conversations. Or else one person is going to climb and say, I am the man. Or, well, I'm the woman. Do you know who my father is? The minister of la 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 or whatever. My father is a colonel. I can have you locked up anytime. What kind of threatening is that? Threatening your partner. Okay, yes, and love is not indecisive. You don't be there. Where are we going to? I don't know. What am I? Okay, which dress? I don't know. La 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 la. What kind of boring? You call that love? No. Sometimes they even just want to humiliate you. They want to maybe even just change the program. They don't want people to go. Instead of telling you, no, we are not going, they tell you whatever. They just start making you slack like that so that you get fed up and you give up. That's a way. There's several ways to get somebody, to distract somebody and all of that. Oh my goodness, what is this? See, love doesn't control. Love doesn't control. Love communicates. Love coordinates. Love compromises. Love doesn't control. Let me use my example. You show me love, you show me respect, I can start thinking seriously about the things you have said, what you would want me to do and stuff, and then gradually see what I can do. Now, because I relate, I feel that, okay, I can give that a try, and because I love you. But if you want to make it look like an ultimatum, you can forget about Maria Abanga. You want a relationship where you feel cared for. Not a relationship where you are the only one caring for the other person. Because some people want to be cared for, but they don't want to care for you. And when I'm talking about care, I don't necessarily mean paying bills, giving them money, and stuff like that. No. Even that spending time together, even that giving up something for them. Sometimes you do that out of care. But when it's a one-way traffic in a relationship, but that's an indirect way of control. Passive aggression is still aggression. It's just that it is wrapped up, when somebody is not talking to you, you're the one begging, well, darling, I meant, oh, no, they're just happy, their ego is being stroked, they're gratified, so they continue. Oh my goodness, I once had a case. He would give you all that silent treatment. Why am I even talking about I once had a case? Even myself, that was how once in my marriage it wasn't. He would talk, give me silent treatment, and then at night they would touch you. Oh, hey, women, we have suffered. Okay, so sometimes we want our partners to be happy because when they are happy, we feel fulfilled. It's like, it's human nature, like, what is it? Nothing. It will be difficult for you to be smiling. And then sometimes when you say nothing, it's not because there's nothing. It's because you want them to cajole you, you want them to hold you, to caress you. You want them to really show you that they really want to know what it is, what's up with you. And sometimes if you want them to stay in the room so that you can actually open up, you need some encouraging. But he's asking you what is it. He's standing by the door, looking at you, and as soon as you say nothing, he says, and then he goes him out. You see, he doesn't care. But if he is the one, even if you ask him what is it, nothing, you go and sit on the bed. Well, baby, tell me now, how can you just say nothing? Something happened at work, la 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 la, and then so you want to know. He has put his leg on your laps, then he starts telling you, is it not this person or this, that, and women in particular, we are quick to want to nurture and find solution and everything, and then in the end we might even just give you a good round there on the bed, and he is happy, and of course we are happy, you are happy, and so the day it doesn't work out that way, you spend the whole day angry. Yeah, but he's just controlling you, using you anyhow, tossing you. That's an indirect way of control. Okay, so what caring looks like. Caring is not about forcing someone to do something. It's about worrying about the other, it's about worrying about that person, thinking about that person, investing in that person, of course, to reasonable extent, right? And it has to be mutual in a relationship. If it's only one person doing all of this, please, my sister, you have a problem, or please, my brother, that's not caring at all. That is something else. You are begging for love. That's not how it should work. When you care about someone, you cheer them up if they're sad. You make them dinner when they're too tired to cook, for example. You give them a blanket when they're cold. You talk about your days. When I was a child, when I met Raw in primary school, I'm the one who used to talk. And I was just happy that he would listen. I mean, at that age, what do you know? What do you care? But today, I don't want to be the one doing all the talking, my friend. Even if you don't talk too much, you will say something. If you're not saying nothing, then you're not worth my time. So just stay you there in your corner. Let me be living my life and going on. No. And the day you want me to talk, I'm not talking to you. I have so many other people I can talk to. So we really had to get it going. Good ground rules. Okay, so caring is what your parents do for you. What do you do for your partner? Your pets is what, and your children. Caring about someone is a feeling. It is a feeling that reflects on your actions in a positive way. But this is what controlling looks like. Controlling people often excuse their behavior with the guise of caring. They care so much that they need to control. They cannot leave things up to chance. But it mostly had to do with a lack of trust and confidence. Of course, if somebody has to be, who are you talking to? Papa, I don't want people to be talking to my woman anyhow. Which number is this? I don't want this person to call you again. That is not out of care. No, someone said, it's because I care for you. If I did not care for you, I will not even bother. No, think about it, especially if you are adult, you are mature. If you even care for me, you're not even going to be using that tone. You will not be using those words. You will not be having that attitude. No. Controlling is requiring your partner to come home directly after work. That's an example. Yes. Controlling is stopping your partner from having any friends they see as a threat to your relationship. Yes. Controlling is calling your partner every time you are out to make sure you are where you say you are. I can do 1, 2, 3 days. I don't talk to Roy. I don't have no problem. He too, he can do the same thing. We are at that level already, right? And then when we talk is we just continue from wherever we stopped. There's nothing like, so who you see today, where you go, this. That's the level we are already. It works for us that way. And we have no problem with that, right? There's nothing like, why you still, for how long are you going to be at that party? You didn't tell me we're going to Kumba, blah, 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 blah. What are you going to do at your mother's house? Blah, 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 blah. Who is this calling you at this hour? I'm the one who has told people, you don't call me after 8:30 p.m. Even he doesn't call me after 8:30 or 9 p.m. That's how serious I am, because I need my sleep. My brain needs rest. So I put the thing off. Don't ask me, where was your phone off last night? We might get there some other time. I don't even think of that age anymore, so, and I don't do the same thing, right? So you cannot expect me to come home directly after work. I'm just so grateful. It's not a complicated person. So you can even stop and pick take away, and he will eat. There's nothing like, oh, I'm coming with my cousins, so can you make us some this. Okay, I don't want to see you without your friend again. Now we are getting serious. They are single, and when before we know it, they will start to influence you and all of those things. Let me make those decisions, or talk to me about them in a nice way, in a calm and respectful way. Don't make it like you are the one telling me you stuck with Jane, you stuck with this, you stuck with this person. Okay, and no, sometimes you even call, I don't pick. It happens. Both of us, we have taken it like that. I mean, we don't mind, because sometimes somebody might not pick because they're not near the phone, or they're busy. I can be doing a live. I don't want. Sometimes they used to call when I'm on a live, and I'm like, I put the thing off. Why did you not pick? Why were you putting my call? I was busy. Do you want to go and check I was doing a live video? So gradually they realize, why will I not pick if I see? But then don't call me 3 times, 5 times a day. No. Yes, we have all had controlling times in our lives. We have to be honest. We stop. And if you ever at one point also try to control the other person out of some insecurity, you also stop. Because there's no way you can even control somebody 24/7. Are you going to stop working so that you can go with them to their job site and see what they're doing there? Or even on Facebook, how can you control somebody on Facebook? People can create multiple accounts and be doing all kinds of things. People can go to the market and do whatever. I know what I'm talking about. I've done things. I had a controlling man, but I could do things. So people can do all those things. So there's no point in trying to control somebody. Seriously, no point. You have double standards. You have rules. But you say, well, because I'm the man, I do what I want. But you, the woman, you cannot do what you want. You cannot even talk to me about what I'm doing, which might be making you feel uncomfortable. But you have every right to tell me anything I am doing which can make you feel uncomfortable. Why are you wearing that? Why are you... Blah, 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 blah. Okay, good. You want to stay with your typical African man attitude or mentality, okay, stay with it now. And then you'll be complaining left and right, oh, there are no more submissive women around. Of course, now women are tired. We are tired. Where did he lead our mothers to and our grandmas? Some people, even if they stay dead 50 years, do you know what they went through in those 50 years? Why should I go through the same? Why? So no. And so until there is this shift, both from the men and from the women, because sometimes women also enable this controlling. He's controlling you, but you say, oh, maybe because he's a pastor, now I need to respect him. He's a man of God. Oh, he's my daddy, he's my king, he's my this. Let me give him the honor, and let me not get him angry. And if he leaves me now, where do I start again? I've already told the whole world this is my man. So no, I'm not going to tolerate rubbish inside the house just because I want you to feel like, oh wow, she's so happy to have me, she's so lucky to have me. So she's at my beck and call. All that rubbish she's saying that on Facebook or wherever, it stops there. But once she gets home, she's going to be. I remember they used to tell me, don't bring their lawyer thing. This is not this is not a courtroom and stuff like that. That was just a way to break me down, to control me more. But today, no, you don't tell me that. You respect me for who I am, and I respect you for who you are. And the me you see on Facebook, social, everywhere is the same me at home. I can respect, I love respecting. But no, I'm not going to be controlled. You call me, you say, can you come now? I say, no, sorry, I'm busy. But maybe I could come in 3 hours. What's up? And if you want to be angry about it, then next week. Seriously, who gives me oxygen? Who is my God? We need to get to that point where we are like, if it works for both of us, fine. If it's not working for both of us and I'm not comfortable with it, then I'm sorry. Can we have a conversation? Can we look at this thing otherwise? Or can we separate? Sometimes you need to break up, to make up. You need to scatter the bed to fix it up properly. You cannot sleep on a bed and then you are making up the bed. What are you making up on that bed? So sometimes we need to break down our relationships, like Jada and Will Smith broke down their relationships. Many couples have broken down and then fixed it. If you can fix it, fine. You cannot fix it and you need to go away, go your separate paths, go. Is it that person who gave you life? That they should be the one to decide now how you live, or the kind of air you are breathing, all in the name of love. For what? For the sex? For the money? For the what? Alone time. If somebody cannot allow you to have your alone time, or have your time with your girlfriends or your boyfriends, we women, we are good to let them go and have their time. After, they don't even tell you, after work today I will go with. We just think it's automatic. I had a client here, for her it's just automatic that after work he goes and hangs out with friends. One day I asked her that, okay, now you don't work, you're at home. So if you decide at 5 p.m. I would go out even for a walk, what will happen to you? Yeah, maybe that's when he's going to call, and then what will happen? And then I will not be home, and then what will happen? When he will come back, he will be angry. He will say that I did not tell him in the morning that I was going to go for a walk at 5 p.m. What? Sometimes I look at some clients, I'm like, yeah, well, you left some place, so you can understand, but some people need to receive some kind of sense. I'm like, but that is control. No, he's not controlling me. I'm doing it because I love him. You are doing it because you're afraid of him. You don't go for a walk. You get up in the morning, 4 a.m. You start running around, blah, 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 until he comes back, and he doesn't even come back early because he has hung out with his friends, he has drunk, he's tipsy. He comes back maybe at 9 or at 10, and then don't sleep. And she lives with her mother-in-law. So mother-in-law is looking at you. How can you be sleeping when your husband is not yet back? So from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. when he comes back, and he wants his food hot, so there's nothing like setting the table at 7 and covering it with a cloth so he comes and eat. No. You wait for him. He comes. You heat it. You put there. And of course, you sit there and eat. You sit there and keep him company while he's eating. And after that eating at 11 o'clock, maybe that's when he needs more food in the room. Only for you to sleep and get up again at 4 a.m. and start all over. When is your own time? Just for your head, for your body. When the children go to school, no, there's always work to do. And then, of course, you have to take care of your mother-in-law. She's not well. So when is your own time? I'm so proud of this client because they came with their husband finally, and we had a good session together. And then the man realized that, well, he actually wanted her to do some things, but she never brought up things. And then, well, of course. So now she has her alone time. Me, I even have an alone day. Just go, do my thing. I'm not like, where are you? What's up? When do we meet? La la la. For what? Go with my girlfriends. Go. Just go. Breathe fresh air. Go to Limbe. Go to Kribi. Go. We have our convention in May. I'm already saving. Go. Think about it. Get up in the morning, spend my 1 quiet hour in my space there. Whether the phone is doing what, is not doing what, I don't even put it on. Have it so that this person can know that, hey, they're not the center of your life. They're not your priority. With or without them, life goes on. You know, sometimes, maybe for some widows or even for some people, you know, when the relationship comes to an end, the stuff is like your life is over. There will be a lot of work for you to even start to pick yourself up again, because your life had become that person. So it's like they took 3/4 of you and went away with it. So that 1/4 that is remaining is so weak. It's so, oh my goodness, who would ever tell me I love you again if they even used to tell you? Who would do what? Who would? Number 3, jealousy. A small jealousy might be good. I don't know. I really don't have this thing seriously. I have to build it back up again. I'd given that up long ago. But if you have a partner who is super jealous, as I have said before, that's controlling now. What are you doing with that? Get the hell out. It's frustrating. So frustrating. And you are the one who is going to wrinkle. You are the one who is going to be setting bad examples for your children. I was telling someone today, just know that your kids are looking up to you. The way you allow this person to treat you is the message you are giving to your kids that this is how you treat a woman. It's okay to expect a woman to be that submissive, to be scared, to be concerned, you know, to not have a life of her own because you don't like it. And so they're going to grow up and do the same thing to another person's child. That is also what you are teaching your daughter. That, well, I can take anything, even a slap, anything, dumb, useless, foolish thing, whatever, I can take it. Fights. Look, any fight that has to be physical, even verbal, I'm not in that kind of fight. I don't. Disagreement, we talk about it like we sit on the table, like I sit with my kids and we have a conversation, even about a disagreement. Once voices have to go up or hands have to be involved, count me out. When a partner uses that on the other, they want to control. Be you man or woman. When a woman is talking 1,000 miles a minute or whether it's 1,000 words a minute, she wants you to shut up and just agree for the sake of peace what she's saying. She's controlling you. I'm a woman, I know. We are controlling, we are manipulating at that time with our words. We think we are defending ourselves. No, we just want to push them to the wall. And I'd once seen a man who could talk that way. A man who starts to talk more than the woman, hey, that means that it is, in short, he doesn't even want you to talk again. He wants you to realize that, hey, shut up. I can talk more than you if he's talking. So, nope, you shut up and you listen to me. And a man who uses his fist on you, like who wants to show you that he has muscles and all of those things, but he just wants you to shut the hell up and know that he can scare the life out of you, and of course he can control you, because if you don't want to be controlled, he's going to beat you up. Yeah, well, that is it. Yeah, well, family wife, and that's what they say in Africa now, that is 2 families. But in those 2 families, you are the one now who is going to service those 2 families. We really need to. The last thing this person is looking at here is comments on social media. Some partners say their comments on each other's posts, you just know at once that as he has made that comment like that, today night in that house there will be a fight. You just see the comment and you just know. It's not a loving comment. It's a comment like, I have seen what you have posted. I have seen what you have written. Hey, I was telling somebody today, look, Roy and I are not on social media. I said, no, my friend, wait for me. Let's meet elsewhere. I don't want you on social media. I don't. If you're going to be there to monitor me, to control me, please just go you. Because I know what I'm doing on social media. I use it. And no, before you, I was on social media. I would continue to be on social media. I don't love you to that point to give up social media. I'm sorry. If you want to be there to be my Facebook friend too, yeah, we are not husband and wife and we have to carry out our duties but on Facebook. But if you want to do it, it works for you that way, fine. If it doesn't work for you that way, have that conversation and say, please, social media is giving you some headache. You cannot sleep because you saw me dancing on social media. Please get out. So I hope that I have, shed some light on the difference between love and control, and that some of us might reflect on our relationships and see if we can identify any of these pathologies in our relationships. And if you love the person, you might want to bring up the conversation, and you might want to see if something is came up from their childhood, who knows, and stuff like that. And if you think that you need professional help, maybe therapy is an option, but all I do is share, right? And yeah, I can draw from my own personal experience, and I really think that because we are all human beings and we want to interact, we want to love and be loved, and all of that, let's keep looking at it. Let's keep even sharing our experiences. You never know who you are inspiring, you are motivating, you are encouraging. Let's keep trying our best. Let's keep, again and again and again. What can we do, right? Until our time is up. So thank you so much, those who joined. Thank you so much, darling Rahel. I really appreciate, I appreciate all I learned too. Because if we didn't have all of this, then we are going to keep watching maybe other people we cannot necessarily relate with. So when one of ours is sharing, then we know that's their experience, and we can put this alongside our own experience and see what we have, and then what we can improve, and what we cannot take anymore, and all of those kind of things. In the end, well, you need to know that God is there for everybody. If you can't face this person, you can't bring up this conversation, you are just so tired with the relationship the way it is, go on your knees. There's a lot I have gotten in my life by being an inside person, by being, I don't know, how am I going to call it, a spiritual person. There is a lot. So it's not about going to your man of God, woman of God, evangelist, apostle, all of that. Sometimes outside there's too much noise. You want to be able to just sit with yourself in your quiet place, Bible or no Bible, bend your head, talk, just think about it, meditate, write, journal, do anything. But that insight, that introspection, that quiet time, which goes back to alone time, is very important. Because I think every level-headed partner, we want another level-headed partner. So if you are also too insecure, fragile, making like you're suspecting and all of those kind of things, your partner is also going to keep controlling you and keep doing whatever they want, knowing that, well, you can't even leave them, because you leave them and do what? Okay, well, so two lollipop, who wants one? Love is a good thing. That was general inspiration, motivation, and encouragement with Mark. Until next Saturday, let's march in Women's Month. So I wanted to wrap up February this way, and once more say, don't stop believing in love. If you are like me, who has had a series of relationships and experiences gone south, there's always a silver lining. And yeah, God bless us all.